Today the ceramic flower I am making is called poinsettia, but most of the people call it Christmas flower. So the ingredients or the things needed for this is the Christmas flower we are making, and the ingredients are acrylic spray, and this is furniture glue, water soluble, white in color. This is corn flour, this is plain flour, and these are the cold water fabric dyes. And this is an adhesive, any adhesive can be used, and this is thin wire, and this is thick wire, and these are the stencils. This is the floral tape, and thread of course to tie. Now I'll make the ceramic dough for making this flour. First, this is the corn flour, 1 full container. This is plain flour, 3/4 container. This is furniture glue, and this too 3/4 cup or 3/4 container, but a little less or a little more can be used. Mix it and then knead it for some time till it stops sticking to your hands and becomes pliable and smooth. Complete the dough I have made. It is not sticking to the hands and it is pliable and smooth. Immediately it should be kept in a plastic bag, otherwise it will get dry. Keep it tight. Now take this much big piece of dough and roll it a bit in your hands, and then press it a bit, and then this is pasta machine. We have to roll the dough in pasta machine. It has got from 1 to 5 numbers. This is 1 and this is the 7th number. So we have to roll it on number 1 now. So put a little corn flour. Now roll it on number 1. Now fold it and roll it again on number 1. We have to roll 3 times on number 1. So this is the last time we are rolling it on number 1. Put a little corn flour and roll it. Now change it to number 3. This is number 3. This is number 3, and now we'll roll it on number 3. Put little corn flour again and roll it to number 3. 3 times. Now we will fix the machine to number 5, and only once we have to roll it on number 5. Now this is done. Now we'll immediately keep it. Now immediately this should be kept under plastic sheets. Immediately keep it in a plastic sheet, between the plastic sheets. Now before cutting the petal, you need to prepare the wire. This is the wire, and I am using the stencil. We need 10 leaves. This is a big leaf, and this one is small. So 5 small and 5 big leaves we need. So 10 wires we have to prepare. That means cover with the floral tape. This is the floral tape. It is stretchable. You put it like this and fold it and twist it hard, tightly, like this. Make it tight and now bend it slightly. So this is the length of the petal. So from here, bend it very lightly and keep it aside. Now cut a piece of dough and put the stencil on it like this and press it lightly, very lightly, to get the impression. The impression has come. You can use cutters also. Cutters are also available in the market, so you can use cutter, which is easier than this. Now, to make the veins, just with a knife, you do like this, like this. Now, on this wire, the thin wire we are using, and just put some adhesive on it. Put some adhesive on the wire, and now we'll stick it at the back of the petal. Hold it for 2-3 seconds like this so that it sticks properly. But be careful, this adhesive should not touch the front of the leaf or the petal, otherwise it will not take the color. That much portion will not take the color. Now this is complete, so keep it like this, leave it like this. Now the same way we'll make the leaf also, exactly the same way. Cut a piece of dough and take the impression like this, lightly press it to make the impression, and now we'll cut it the same way we did the petal. Now I have completed cutting this leaf. Make these veins, and same way like the petal, put this wire at the back of the leaf like this, with the adhesive, stick it. So this is what I have made. I made 2 leaves. So like this, same way like the petal, you make it and keep it aside. A piece of dough, roll it in your palm like this with the finger, and when it is smooth, you take a thin wire 2 inches long and put little adhesive and stick it like this. So this is the stamen. Now leave it to dry. So we have made the petal, we have made the leaves and the stamens, 6-7 stamens. So when it is dry, completely dry, it will take overnight, I believe, and then when it is hard, you can think it is dry completely, then you can color it, and after coloring you can varnish it. Now the petal, when it is completely dry, it will become very hard, takes overnight. So now we can color it. This is the cold water fabric dye, and we have dissolved it in water, and you immerse it for 10 seconds or so. If the desired color hasn't come, you can, after 15 minutes, you can dye it again, put it in the color again. Now I have dyed it, the color, it has taken the color. Now I have to varnish it. So put little varnish on it. It depends. If you want less varnish, you can use less varnish. If you want it very shiny, then you can put very heavy coat of spray like this. So now this is green color. This is green color, and I have colored it and varnished it with the spray, and keep it aside. And then this also should be colored. This should be yellow color, the stamens. Now to assemble the flower, first tie the stamens, 6 or 7. Now tie it very hard like this. So now I have tied the stamens together tightly. Alright, now we'll put the small leaves one at a time. We'll tie small leaves first. Tie it really hard with all your strength. So we have to tie the petals one by one. I have tied one, now I am tying another one really hard, very tight. Now beneath the small petals, now the second whirl will come of big petals. There is very little difference in size. Tie it really hard. First I tied the stamens together, then one by one small petals, and underneath that again 5 big petals, one by one, very tightly. Now to assemble it completely, we have to take about 15-inch thick long thick wire. Now here we are using thick wire. Put it on this portion of the flower, the leftover wires, and tie it. Tie it very hard. Now like this, keep tying from the top to the bottom very tightly. Now this flower is, I have completed it till the end. The thick wire, I put the thick wire. Now bend it from here. This is the leaf we are putting. You can, I made 2. You can make as many as you want to, and tie the leaf now. Now this is, the flower is complete. See, this is complete, and I have tied these 2 leaves also. You can use as many leaves as you want to. Now the whole thing should be covered with floral tape like this. Start at the top, keep going down. It is stretchable, so stretch it like this. So now I am tying the leaves also, and this floral tape should cover the wire from top till bottom. Now this flower is complete. This is how it looks, and the leaves I have tied, and the floral tape from here to here. That's all. The length of the wire you can keep big or small, whatever length you want. So I hope now this Christmas, your Christmas flower or your Christmas plant will not wilt. It will last for many years. Now I am teaching you how to make holly leaves with berries. So these are the berries. We made the same way like the stamens of poinsettia. So, but the only difference is these are red in color and they are yellow in color. So now make the berries and tie them tightly. Now I have tied the berries, and now I'll tie these leaves, the holly leaves with it, like this. It should be this way, and it should be this way. So keep the berries in the center like this and tie it together like this. Now I have tied these holly leaves and you should have more leaves. You can put one here and one here, 2-3 leaves you can put, and now we'll cover it with floral tape. Now these holy leaves with berries are complete. Now procedure is the same exactly, and this is the you can use the cutter, but this is the stencil, and you can, if you get the stencil or you get the cutters, you can make it very easily and tie them together. 2-3 leaves more, look very pretty. So this is one complete flower with stem. You can make many flowers and can arrange them in a long flowers or whichever way you want to. So this is complete now. This is poinsettia or the Christmas flower, and these are the holy leaves to use it at Christmas.